I'm Rose Previck. I'm a paleobotanist, one of very few in South Africa. It's quite an unusual field. The way that information is so easy to access when you see it in different forms. So, I'm used to the very kind of dry, if you like, reading of manuscripts and papers and learning information sort of the hard way, having to ferret out information myself. And to have these amazing things just laid out in different forms and hearing researchers speak about their work in person and then seeing graphics and sort of having that information reaffirmed in the text was wonderful. It was so easy to absorb that information, and having it filtered out for me was and in such an accessible form was lovely. Those interviews were so nicely done. They were conversational but also very informative, and that relaxed, friendly, lovely atmosphere that Anusha always conveys made the course very engaging and not intimidating at all. So I found it a very pleasant learning environment, and the diversity helped to keep my interest. I think if you see the same person over and over again, the same tone of voice, it's easy to get distracted. But when you see, there's a new face and somebody who's got a specialist interest in something else, I think what I really got from the course was more about teaching methods, because I do give some courses in paleontology, and just the kinds of things, the highlights of bits of information that came out, just to sort of show me areas that are interesting and that I could include in my courses without having to become expert in them. So I think I will definitely use some of that information in beefing up my existing paleontology courses. One of the things I really loved about the course was integrating evidence we see in the fossil record of how climate and ecosystems have changed through time, and how there have been these incredibly devastating extinction events at various times in Earth's history, and how today we are seeing these same changes taking place. So that integration of biodiversity crises that we are observing as scientists in South Africa and these crises that we see in the fossil record is incredibly important. I think many people tend to assume that the Earth is a very stable place, that ecosystems are very stable, that life has always been the same. And by looking in the fossil record, we say that, we can see that there have been massive changes in the past. And I loved Anusha's hopeful message that we can actually do something about the changes we are seeing in this great extinction event we are currently experiencing, but that we can also learn about what's happening today by looking at the fossil record and how climate has changed in the past.